Okay, good day everyone. How are you doing today? So this is a Python programming introduction to Python and crack down Python programming courses. So let's see what is involved in this course called Python programming. So I'm going to be telling us the applications. I'm going to be because I want you to set up your system, but we're going to set it up together. So either on Windows or on Linux machine. So we're going to set up together. So you also on Mac system, you can also follow us alongside. Now let's try to see just simple introduction about what Python programming is all about. Um, so now Python programming is an high level, also called a general purpose programming language. Some people also call it a script programming. It was developed in 1991 by Guido van Rossum. So it first release was in 1991. So it has been used in powering different applications like web applications, like it's being used in many applications like even IoT application, embedded system applications like a Raspberry Pi can also use Python programming language this area as well. So we it's very easy to learn. It's interpreted. It's even called a human because a Python programming is an human programming language. So the way you write it, just write something, you will see it display something. So, and it is being used, can even use, is the first language for artificial intelligence. It's the number one language for AI. You want to use it because using it in natural language processing, natural language understanding, natural language engineering, you're going to see it being used in those areas. So, uh, we're going to see some application of these things and how we need to apply them in our daily our daily projects because programming is an application of mathematics. So we are bringing mathematical problems into reality. That is the reason why program. That's all programming is all about. Is the application of mathematics. You apply simple mathematics, not rigorous mathematics like Ronchi-Coulter series, Bolzano-Woraz stress formulas, all those things. No. So, but you can still apply those things yourself. You want it to address the problem. Then we also can you see these are the areas why we use can Python be applied in scientific computing, embedded system IoT development, can use it a lot of things. In fact, you can even use it with what is called this Python, this language, this desktop applications. To build the desktop application itself, you can use it to build the desktop application itself. And even apart from using Thinkinter, which is all using uh, Qt in Python, can also use there's even some modern application software, a desktop application, can even use both Rust and C++ and Python with it. So it's very good standard language anyway. Even the university website and result portal is also uh, used. Python is used in the development of this programming language or of this website. So we should know about. So it's very used and versatile. So it's a foundation skill. You can read about this one, and I'm going to send the slide to you as well, so we won't waste time. And we're going to be setting up our Python IDE. Although Python IDE come with IDE called IDLE on Windows, I'm going to show us on Windows as well. I'm also going to show us on Linux machine as well. But there's some IDE that also come with what's the meaning of IDE? That is integrated development environment. It's an environment that enable us to what to write convenient code in Python. So we're going to see that as well. And then you also see from installation, verifying a terminal, either for instance, say verify in the terminal. I just come here to just check check my system. It's telling me here that okay, this verify on terminal. Maybe for instance, Python version. So Python version. My own is 3.14. So we start from 1 series 2.2 2.7 has been deprecated in 2020. So, but 3 point, we have 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, 3.40, we have 3.14. You can see the series. You can see this is the major addition. This is the major improvement. Also, the minor sub. This is for patching. Understand? Then we can also create some virtual environment, VNV. You can name this one to be anything. It's compulsory, it may not be compulsory if you don't need it. If you are building a big project, you want to install some external library that you don't want on your system, you can just create what, just use pip install to create. We're going to be seeing them together as well. Just need to create a virtual environment where just once you did that project or you send the project to the owner, you don't want that package to be installed on your system. You can create a virtual environment for that. Or you want to also add some dependency, just local. You want to have lower version or some higher version that you don't want it to affect your normal system. You can also use this approach as well using virtual machine. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to see. Now you can see you can download your Python programming from this website. You can download the latest one from the website. You can verify the installation. You can see I verified the other time. Don't mind this one. This is a form of terminal for me. This is a prompt for me. You're going to see a window like my prompt area. Pip version. You can also check your pip version. Pip means Python installer package. Python installer package. So that is the formula of pip. So can also see on Linux as well. Either Linux have different distributions, whether Ubuntu, Fedora, Kali Linux. We know that Kali Linux is being used for you want to go into hacking, pension testing, something you have to use Kali Linux or Parrot or Black Arch. Black Arch. So these are the category of Linux distribution where it's for hacking in Linux machines. So majority even Linux is also very good in such a place that majority of the server, 80% of the server, even more than 80% of the all servers in the world is powered with Linux, not even Windows. We also have Windows servers as well, but that one is with license. But Linux servers is paid. Even the Red Hat server, Fedora servers, we have Ubuntu server as well. They are also used in deploying like a server applications that other clients can connect to. So we have yeah, for our Mac, so Homebrew can use Homebrew, brew install Python, but by default it should come with it. We check it on system, brew install with our Mac system, try to use that. Pip install pip3. Also on Ubuntu, if you are on Ubuntu as well, you can also use pip3 to do that. Sorry, I'm coming. Pip3 to sorry. The sorry, I mean to Homebrew, yeah. pip3 and pip, this just mean pip3 means package Python 3. So even on Ubuntu, you see use pip3 as well. So I think they need to adjust that. But on Fedora, just use pip, normally pip. It will work for you. If you are using normally pip on Ubuntu, maybe it's taking you to Python 2. But pip3 means you are using Python 3. So, okay, I think, the, so I'm clicking beyond. Okay, now I want to show you this one before. macOS ship with older system Python for internal use. So always install a fresh version via the what homebrew instead, either through the python.org website or through the homebrew. So we have checked. You can check this thing on Windows, Linux machines, but on Fedora, if you're on Fedora system, just use pip to check this pip version. For instance, I can also do that on since I'm on Windows. I can just check my pip version here. So can you see pip 26.12? So that's my pip version here. So then, because I our VS Code for our ID, I'm going to show us. I'm going to show it to us how you're going to download it from. And then we also have the launch Jupyter Notebook. Sometimes, in case for teaching as a lecturer or teacher, or maybe you have to use Jupyter Notebook or you use Colab. They are all Google Jupyter Notebook, Colab, all that laboratory something. So we have them online. It's a web browser based ID, it's a web browser IDE, so that you can install. But it's very, very good in case you are having some heavy data. If you want to run your something or you don't have some GPU, like Google will give you up to 15 gig GPU card. So in case you are having issue because on your system you don't have 15 gig GPU, that means graphics processing unit to run images. So those images will be running on those GPU. Maybe you have like 5.8 gig graphics card. So that means you have to use the GPU to run those things. Or you can you run it on your processor will take a longer time to do. So you can also install that Jupyter Lab also in your your VS Code. If you install Anaconda package as well or Nthought Canopy, you can also install Anaconda or Nthought Canopy. It's a package environment that houses some recent version of Python. Not too much recent. They maybe some two. If this one is my own version is 3.14, its own can be 3.12, so that you want to install TensorFlow. The all this TensorFlow, PyTorch, Tihano, they are deep learning framework to build strong deep learning artificial intelligence. No, machine learning is more simpler, but deep learning is a what? It's another version of machine learning that what solve the limitation of the what of machine learning. In case you're having small data, you just use different machine learning with the algorithms like support vector machines and everything else. But you are having heavy data, you are image for predictions, machine visions, everything. You have to use something like the TensorFlow or use PyTorch, understand, to solve the problem. So don't worry about all the big terms and something else. You will understand them bit by bit. Understand? Then creating virtual environment, you can create a virtual environment. After navigating to the virtual environment, you can create a virtual environment with your Python MVNV. Use this command to create it. Understand? After you have created it, then you can now use source to activate the environment, or you use virtual env so to do that. To do that, you can also, since I've installed it, you can just say okay pip install. I will show you later on. So we have also navigate to your project folder, see the project folder. I'm going to be showing us how to do that. Activate or deactivate the environment on Windows. VMVs, backward. Some people use as some adage that Microsoft think backward is not an abuse, please apology, but that Linux think forward, just for them to be able to memorize and understand. You can see this slash here to get about VMV this to the script, it will activate it. But mind you, don't mind yourself about all this code. We're going to set them once and for all. Awesome. You went for it now. Once we set it once, so just need it, okay, just deactivate it, set it up once in our major Python code. But in our source code, you can just do something like this in case we're having virtual environment. Okay. Okay, let me shift in this. In our in case you are using an Anaconda package, it also show us how it look like. Sometime again, it comes with some virtual environment called base. Base. In case you are seeing base in your terminal here, for instance, or your command prompt, in case you are seeing something base here, surrounded with maybe angle bracket or parentheses, that means it's a virtual environment. You are in one virtual environment. So, so we have also once activated, you can continue to do that. But mind you, see this thing. See the line of code here. Pip freeze requirement.txt. In case you have some library, in case you have some library that you want to install, but you don't want to be typing them one after the other, you can just use one single command to run them, and it will run. Single command will just run everything and to install them one after the other. I'm also going to show us how it's going to be done. Don't worry. Just pip install requirement.txt. It's a file. Just copy those files inside it and just use those files to do that. Just create it like a test file and just put a version of the pip package, Python package you want to use. Like in case you want to use MATLAB, you can also do some for prediction or for AI something. You can easily do it in Python without going to MATLAB. Understand? And you want to do any plot, you can use matplotlib. You can use, there's a library of MATLAB inside Python you can just easily call. that we're going to plot all those diagrams for you. We're going to plot all those diagrams, either beautiful diagram, pie plot, bar chart, single plot, round plot, whatsoever plot you want to find. You're going to see them there. Then, so we're going to get there. We're going to do it together. So, selecting the virtual environments, good to go. So then key takeaway here: Python is reliable, readable, versatile, cross-platform, language used across data science, AI, web development. It's easy to set up virtual environment. So end of topic of question. List the three. You can just go through this question yourself. List the three core components of a complete Python development environment. State the command used to check the installed version of Python. You answer this. Explain in your own words why virtual environments are important. I told you in case sometimes you want to have maybe a mini project, or you also want to have what? Want to have a mini project, or you want to have what's it called? A or higher version of something. You don't want to mess up with what you have in your system. You do that. Write a command to create a virtual environment. You can do that. You can create a can call it this name. What is the difference between activation command or command and PowerShell? What does pip freeze requirement does? Why is it useful? So, describe how to make VS Code Python interpreter take virtual machine. Now, let me bring in my window machine. So, for here, in this place already, I've already installed what is called. I've already installed what is called virtual machine on my system, because my system is Linux by default. So I'm going to show you. I think I've installed it. So it's not coming up. Come up. Starting machine. Yeah, so this sleep. All right. Yeah. Okay. Now, this is my Windows machine. I also suppose that majority of you also are using Windows machine. So you can also go to python.org and download Python, for instance. Let's download 19. Just continue, confirm and continue. Actually browsing. So so Python installer. Python download. Just search your Google this way. I see python.org. Go to this website. Okay, let me increase the fonts. So on python.org here, can you see? This is the end of life of Python 2.7. I told you the other time. It's already, these are the distributions you are seeing now. Can you see end of life? So by the end of 2019, there is no support again for version for Python 2.7. So 2019, that is it ends there, end of life. So there's no support again for it. Python 3.6, end of life, 2021. Python 3.7. Now, you check my system the other time. I'm using Python 3.14. It's I'm coming. Sorry. Sorry, I'm coming. Sorry, please, you can move your microphone. So mute yourself. I will mute you. Please, you can off your microphone now. I've already turned everyone off now. So thank you. Now, I think I've already turned them off. Sorry. Then can you see these are the end of life for all the Python versions. These are the latest versions 3.14. I'm still on 3.14. The end of life for 3.14 is what? Is Python what 2030. In the year 2030, so and we are still 2026. So that's why 3.16. Now you can also download that Python version. If you just click on download here like this, right? You get the latest, but you may get the one you don't like. Understand? Looking for Python with different OS, Python for Windows, just click here. Then you come down. Sorry, I'm just seeing my preference. You come down, you select the version you want to install. It's version 3.13, version 3.14 latest package. You can also come check some current release. You can see them here. So you select which one you want to install. This one. Python is 3.4, 3.147, August 5, 2026. You come here and download it from here. In case these are what? August 5, Python 3.3.1, 3.15. You can download that. But if you also want to download the one for 3.14, you can just come here and download the installer package. For 32 bits, you can download this. I want to download it for 64 bits. Can you see? I'm downloading here. After finish downloading, just 31 MB, it's not much. So I can open my file. I install. Can you see it's trying to install to this location? You can continue, but you can customize your location. Use admin privileges. You can use admin privileges, but I want to customize my location. Okay, this install this pip, yes, next. Install Python 3.1 for all users. I want to install for all users. Anybody that log into this system must be able to use Python on his system. Now, use this location for my system. Don't just use the other one. This is the Python location for my file. After I open my PC, this PC, I'm going to see inside my C directory or C drive partition, I'm going to see Python 3.1 folder. Yes, install. Continue. So, where is the installer? Okay, here is it. Going. Sometimes this area is called a wizard. Understand? It's called a wizard. Don't mind that is a language, right? The installation wizard. This is the installation wizard, a wizard. So that's for Windows as well. And I will also show you some things that you need to know, like 5 environments you need to set up. Why do we need the environment to set up? If we just install this Windows, you just install this Python like this on our system, it's not going to work in every area of anywhere you want to use it. In fact, our system will not recognize it, but only until you launch your app or you to launch it like a Microsoft Word. Just launch it like a browser. Then you'll be able to use that Python. But you want to use it anywhere, anyhow. Anywhere, any moment, even from the system configuration, your system will see it. Then we need to set the environment part. The environment part, what do you mean by environment? The environment that the system will even look at in case it's looking for any applications. That is this thing present in my archive? Let me check. If you see it, it's going to allow you to run that command either on your CMD or on your terminal base. If it's nowhere installed, you're not going to see it as well. So we're waiting for our installation. So Windows is doing its own something. So on Python, you can just run on for Linux machine. It comes by default with it, so you don't need to disturb yourself for Linux machine. For homebrews, you can also get through the slide. You also get you. I'm going to send the slide at the end of the lecture for this something. I'm going to send the slide as well. So you're going to see. You're going to see it. So the compiling standard library. Just let me move these people for now. Notification, just WhatsApp off. Yes, we're waiting for that. So after finishing the installation, I don't want to jump. Start finish the installation. You can easily check. We check our Python the other time. Python version. This on Linux machine. I'm having version 3.14 till 1.7 here. Pip list. Pip list show me all the packages I've installed with the Python. Understand? Sometimes again you want to download some videos. Maybe you have some video lectures online. You want to download all of them. It's serious. You can also use this what is it called? White DLP. And just use to download the what? All the series of videos. Instead of you're looking for downloader up and down, you're able to download it. So you can use it to download it. And pick YTD DLP, then you give the version. So anyway to download or stream all the list of video you wanted. These are the series, these are the pip list. The one that have been installed with their version number here. And you see the Flask we are talking about the other time. So I can also upgrade the Python slave. This one is already old. So I also have Django admin. And you see, in case you want to develop a web application, this one for web applications. These also for web applications. Understand? You don't need to go and learn PHP anymore. You don't, even though you can see Django has existed before the use of all this. What is this they call it? This framework for PHP. I've forgotten its name. So they even the copy use of migration, they copy Django. So came with it. So if you know Python alone, you can do anything. Our result portal is built with Python. Understand? IoT, you want to build IoT something, so you can also use Python to do that as well. And for also want to go to AI, is number one language for AI. So you can also Google it to check it out. So Python is very, very versatile indeed. Now our Python is installed and finished the installation. Now let's open our CMD here. My CMD to tell me whether Python is really installed or not. I think let me increase the font so that we can see it. I think there is one setting here. Uh, okay. Then Python, can you see? You cannot see Python here, right? But let's go to where it's installed. But no, before then, you will search here. Search for Python. Python. Can you see? Python is already installed on our machine, but we are not seeing it there. You can open its own command prompt and check. Okay, let me open that command prompt, and you see, is this its own command prompt now? Python. This is already clear. Control head to clear. Let me just okay. 4 plus 8. I see 12. 78 plus 90. That is 168. I can say S equals to 90. Y equals to 87. And Z equals S plus Y. Now Z. We get the result, right? Cancel second. Print addition. I can do something like this. Can you see? I was able to add some text to it to make my information to be more meaningful. Understand? I can also put X and Y here at the way I wanted, just depending on you. Print is a command, is a function that enable you to, from version 3.6, we're able to use F here from version 3.6. So it enables you to be able to put X here, that's X, and that is Y. These are just called placeholder. Just you take, I will explain to you more. Just equals x plus equals z. Then can you see? We're able to get the you use this place. These are called placeholders. These are called placeholder. It places something we call a variable here. Understand? We are still in solution places, so I'm still going to explain this thing in details for us in future as we go on, as we proceed. Then we have this now. But we cannot do that. The system is not saying that only in Python environment we can do that. But we want to make our normal command prompt to be able to do that, our VS Code to be able to do that as well. So what are we going to do? What we're going to do now is to make sure that we set up the environment. In case of our machine learning, our AI, our analysis, because in case you want to go into analysis, we also want them to be able to see that. We're going to set like 5 parts for our code to be able to work very well. Then, even though you open PowerShell, PowerShell as well, the same thing. PowerShell is enables to also run Linux command. Understand? It's able to run Linux command on it, like ls now. You're able to run Linux. These are Linux command here on Control C to stop it and clear it. Clear will do that, but on normal window, it should not be clear. Should not work, right? Can you see? But CLS should clear it off. That is for Linux, because PowerShell enables to run some Linux command. It's more powerful than using command prompt. Understand? Now, but we want to make sure that our system see it. Now let's go into our file directory. Home. Let's go to this PC. It's our file directory here. We install Python. Can you see? Inside the program here, can you see? We install Python 3.14. Good. This is the Python 3.14. In case you're able to locate your own, maybe you just click on next, next, next. Don't worry. Just search for Python here. Right click on this. Open file location. Can you see? It brought you here. Anytime you see arrow at the bottom of an icon like this, it's telling you that this is a shortcut. So that means we still need to what? Go to that location again. Open file again, right click again. Open file location. Still go to my location because you are showing me shortcuts. Sorry. You select it, right click, open file location, show more options. Open file locations. Show more options. Can you see? We are back in that same PC. Can you see? This is the Python environment here. But do you know that on that same command prompt, if I navigate to this place, environment, I'll be able to run that Python. CD, this. I've changed directory. CD enables me to change directory. Now I am in the part of this. I'm in the part now. Can you see now? I'm in the part with this now. I can easily say, okay, Python. Can you see? I was able to open that Python because I am in the same directory with it. There's a Python file there. Can you see the Python here? This is the file I just executed. This is the file I just executed now. Can you see? I type Python, and it took me to the environment straight. I can do the same thing I did the other time. X equals to 10. I'm storing 10, then Y equals to 90. I can say, okay, print X plus Y. I can have 100. So sometimes you also need to understand the basis and every basis, not just writing code. This can waste your time in case you just want to set up a machine. You are calling a company to come and set up a machine, an industry for an industry. So you should first check what are the likely things that can cause it. This what are the likely things? Please, someone should be able to put that link on the Telegram so that other people can connect to it, or put the link on the status so that other people also can connect to it online. The other link has expired. We apologize for that. Okay, now let's change the directory here now. Let's set the environment. If you check your right click on your PC, show, right click, just come to show more options, just show more options. Properties, it's taking me to the properties of the system. You can just click on advanced system setting or system protections. Click on either of these, or you can just search for system settings. Any of the thing you click on or stand, click on system settings. Just click on either of these. Okay, if it is system protection, you select this system protection for this one. But we are coming to advanced settings here. Advanced settings, just come to environment variables. Click on environment variables. That's the environment where our information are stored. All system data are stored. Then, can you see? In case you want to store some password in environment, these are the user environment you use. But in case you want to store applications like installation file, executable system applications, just come to this place. Can you see some? I already said there, these are for system use. And then you select path. Path. Can you see? This one's already be there for the system. Then you cannot add your own. What are those things are we going to add there? I'm going to add some things. What is our directory here? I'm going to add this environment here. You have to know this place. You tell the system you have to know this environment because that is the location of the Python. Know this thing. New, just add it there, paste. Number two, we also need to set up this library in case of some DLL library. Before then, let me just set it up straight and direct. So any other thing. Let me put in case you are communicating with me. Please, I hope you can hear me, please. So we have this. Then again, it still remain sorry, still remains some parts. Go up. It says leave scripts. This is very, very important. This environment, if you are in Python, you may not have problem with these issues. This is very, very important because these are the pip I use to check some things on my system. Because if I use that same pip here, I may not get anything done here. Okay, but it's okay. Pip list, searching. I'm checking. Can you see? Pip, the term pip is not recognized on this system. It's not recognized, but we need to set it up. If you're able to set it up now, we won't have that same issue again that people is not recognized on the machine. The other thing is it remains true itself, which is this and this. What differentiates this from this is the W. So can you even copy the same part and just add W and paste it twice and add W to it? Show more options, properties, come to security, just copy this part like this. Can you see? I selected it and copy, come here, new, paste it. Same thing with this. You copy the same thing, properties, show more options. Can you see? Now come to security, select the parts, You copy this and you come to our well, that's the last one we're going to copy. In case you want to go to AI, you want to develop machine learning, statistical analysis, we don't want to have problems. You need to set up something like this. But the case you just want to use for Python web development, you just need to just set up two. One and the I mean one, two. Yeah. One, two, and three. And this one. But you may just need everything like this to avoid problem. Yeah, you click OK. Don't cancel anyone. Click OK. Click OK. Click OK. Click OK. Now, you will think that this one should still work. Please, it won't work. We have to close the environment, all the CMD we have opened, and reopen it back again. You can use PowerShell or you can use CMD. Understand? PowerShell. Now let's check Python version. Maybe we have seen it. Can you see now? We are having Python version 3.14. Then we have, let's check our pip list. Pip version. We are having version 26.21. This is on Windows machine. Is that clear, please? Yes, I want to see your test. I want to see you tell me that it's clear or it's okay. Or which one you don't understand. I cannot enable your microphone because of the noise that will be coming. Hello? I'm waiting. Ah, somebody's microphone battery is already going off. I need your response. Any questions? I am with you, sir. I got it. Okay. All right. Somebody is hearing someone. Okay, that's nice. Okay. So since we all get it, now let me open our second. Now let's go deep into it now. Or should we? That's first lecture, right? So that's our first lecture. Uh, okay.